This video is for the 7th grade Finding Reliable Websites. Your partner should be on the Finding Reliable Websites document. You're going to click on File, and then click on Make a Copy, and then click OK. Next, what you're going to do is share the work so that both you and your partner can have it. So you'll click on Share in the top right corner, and from there you'll go ahead and type in your partner's email address, and you want to make sure that you spell it correctly and then include the correct number after their last name, and then at hanoverstudents.org. Otherwise, if it's not spelled correctly, they're not going to get it. So go ahead and click on Send. And then next, what you're going to do is you're going to find a website that has something to do with social media and safety. So you're going to click on a new tab, open a new tab, and I'm just going to do the example, do Snapchat snaps actually disappear or really disappear. So anyway, what we're going to do is find an article on that. So we're just going to click on it. And first, check to make sure that it looks like it would be a reliable website. Anyway, then what you're going to do is you're going to click up at the top and it'll highlight the URL. You're then going to do Control-C on the keyboard to copy it. You're going to click back over to your copy of Finding Reliable Websites, and you'll have to scroll down a little bit. And then click under URL of website, and then do Control-V on the keyboard to paste it, and then hit the space bar. And then what that'll do is it'll turn it into a link. Next, what we're going to do is go back to the website and then click anywhere in the blank space to unhighlight it, and we're going to look at the suffix, which is the last part in black. So in this case it's .com, so we're going to click back over to your document, and then under suffix click, and you're just going to type, in this example it's .com. And now we're going to give 3 reasons why we think this website is reliable. And so some of it you might have to do a little bit of searching. So for example, we can Google search the author or the company. So in this case, Rhianna Murray is the author. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and highlight her name, Control-C to copy, and then open up a new tab, Control-V to paste, and then we'll see what we can learn about this particular author. So we know that she is on ABC News, and so what we can do is we can just highlight that stuff, and then do Control-C to copy it. And we don't necessarily have to copy it, but anyway, you can go back over, and then you can say something like Rhianna Murray is a reporter on ABC News. And so that kind of tells you that this is going to be reliable information, as opposed to just any old random person. Next, what we can do is we can also look for the date. You can look for any of these, but anyway, if we just take a look, the date was May 9th, 2014, so we know it's relatively new, and we can say it's a relatively new article, and you want to actually put the date so that way you're proving it. So in this case, it was written in May 2014. Another reason why it could be reliable is perhaps if it has just a few advertisements, but not too many. Because of the fact that it's ABC News, there are going to be a few advertisements, but you'll notice that it's really just that that one advertisement on the side. So another reason we could say that it's reliable is that there are not too many advertisements. Then we're going to do the second thing for another website. So we're just going to scroll down in the document, and we're going to see where it says website number 2. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up a new tab, and then you're going to type another topic that has to do with social media safety. So for example, I'm going to search social media addiction, and then I'm just going to go ahead and click on an article that appears, and do the same thing that we did for the last article. So click up at the top to highlight the URL, do Control-C on the keyboard, go back over to your work under URL of website. You're going to click Control-V to paste, hit the space bar, make it into a link. Then you're going to put in the suffix. In this case, the suffix is once again .com, and we're going to give 3 reasons why we think this website is reliable. So just click back over to it, So once again, we can go ahead and Google the author. We can also Google the company About Tech. So sometimes you might not see the actual author's name, but you can always Google the name of a company. And so you can see that basically About Tech is an Australian-owned AV integration solutions company. And so you know that it's actually a legitimate company. So anyway, we can just go ahead. I'm just going to hit Control-C and copy that and then go over. And then for our first reason, click there, Control-V to paste. You can always copy and paste stuff if it makes sense as to why it's a reason for reliability. And like I said, every website's going to be a little bit different. So we could say that this website is also fairly reliable because they actually have a bunch of related articles. So that's another reason. Once again, related articles can be good because it's showing that there are other articles with similar information. Finally, what we can do is we can also Google search information that we found on the article. So for example, one of the things that they say is that, meanwhile, there are media cravings. We could say social media addiction can be stronger than addiction to cigarettes and booze, and that was Chicago University. So one of the things that I'm just going to do to prove that that was true is I'm just going to highlight that and click on copy and then open up a new tab and then do Control-V to paste. And so if I find that there are other websites that says that Chicago University mentioned that social media is more addictive, you'll notice that here's another website that says it. Here's another website that says it, more addictive than alcohol or cigarettes. It mentions the University of Chicago, Chicago University. So we know that there are other websites that say the same fact. So for our last reason, we could say that two other websites also say that Chicago University, I'm just going to abbreviate, concluded that social media is as addictive as cigarettes. All right, and so, whoops, end up with a little bit of spelling errors, but you want to tell specifically the other, the fact, and the fact that other websites said that same fact, so you want to be specific. But anyway, you'll notice that even though, I use these reasons, your reasons might be a little bit different, but ultimately you want to check the author, you want to check the date, you want to check the advertisements, you want to check the company, you want to check to see if there's related articles, and you want to check to see if there are other websites that have the same facts. The last thing you're going to do is click on share in the top right corner, and then you're going to share it to eFoley@hanoverschools.org. Make sure you copy the correct spelling and click send, and that's it.